Welcome back to The Pulse, your most comprehensive analysis show. Now, life in the capital city is tough, and many find innovative ways to survive. One main challenge for a lot of people is accommodation, and those with little or no means at all locate any available space to erect makeshift structures for their home. In the following report, Beatrice Edu spends the early hours of the day at the Aveno Odona Railway in Accra, where a lot of squatters have put up such structures to make life a bit easy for them.
In over a year since the Accra Metropolitan Assembly demolished illegal structures scattered on this parcel of land, stretching from the Aveno point of the railway through to South Industrial Area. To many, it was the boldest and best demolition exercise Accra ever witnessed. The exercise brought sanity around the Odona and Neoplan lorry stations, which are both located around the Kwame Nkrumah interchange. But for those individuals who cannot afford a regular room in Accra, coupled with other hassles of life, the bare land is their best bet for their habitation. It's a little over 5 a.m. here at the Odona Railway in Accra, and this place is already full of life. At Odona Railway, and this is where you would find a lot of people, both young and old, who are unable to afford the expensive fine accommodation in the finest part of the city. People have already started selling. Those who are cooking have already started and selling to people. And the situation here will tell you exactly how difficult it is for a lot of people to gather lots of money to pay for the finest accommodation. We'll speak to one person here who can tell us exactly how the situation is.
Some of us here don't exactly ought to be here, but it's like nature and circumstances, if I may put it again. And those circumstances are lack of employment. That is, they will have to tell you have to bring your certification, your job experiences and all those things before you get employed. Well, we don't have all those things, but we can do better in such fields like working and all those things. But the circumstances those that are here are most here now is that accommodation is not easy in Accra, if I may put it that way, because you have to pay 3,000, 3,500 before you can get an apartment in the city, which is very hard.
Another slum in making with its attendant nuisance, rather developing fast in a prime area such as the Kwame Nkrumah interchange.
So with a new ministry in charge of inner cities and Zongo development, I mean, some of these things are, they're looking forward for the ministry to take care of some of these things. Well, in the studio with me is Anthony Tukwe, a community leader at the Aveno slum. Good afternoon to you. Thanks so much for coming on The Pulse. Let's see, what really are the challenges you're facing in the slum areas? And of course, what do you want this new minister to do for you?
Okay. We, as now, we're putting up new structures, even though the place been demolished before. And now we are coming back to live there. You know, it's very hard for people to make money to accommodate rooms. So many people sell over there. They do a lot of business, scrap buyers, tabletop sellers, food sellers, many chop bars and things over there. They make their money. Even many more government workers live in the structure there to make money, to acquire their rooms when the money comes, or buy land somewhere and put out building and then leave.
So what are your expectations of this new minister who is in charge of inner cities and Zongo development?
Okay, to me, a look of things, we are pleading for them to cater for rest. Even if they were to demolish the place or anything, they should relocate it somewhere that we can make business to get our little source. But if just they come in, it was about 2 months when we started putting this structure, and then the AMA came and right on, move. You know, many of them taking loan from the bank to put other structures to make some money and pay back. And I see when this place is got demolished early as this time, it will affect a lot of people. When you went for a loan and the place, the business you entered with the loan does not function, how can you pay back the loan? You can't make it. So we are pleading for the government to look for rest, pity. You should pity us for a period of time, even if we are to leave that place, or the government to look for a place for us to go.
All right. So in essence, Anthony Tupe is saying that if the ministry wants to even relocate them, they should look for a good place to make them have some comfort and do their businesses, because they are working with loans, and if they're not able to work hard, they cannot be able to pay for those loans. Many thanks to you, Anthony Tupe, for passing by on the pulse. So this is the pulse. We're taking a break. When we come back, one of the men who loves sports, Gary Al Smith, will bring you the very latest from the sports world.